you think the Asylum will come out with an actual Barbieheimer movie?
That'd be actually impressive. That'd be interesting.
I'm just imagining Barbie riding the nuclear bomb the same way that one guy did in Doctor Strangelove.
Have you actually seen the movie?
Actually, yeah. Twice. One on an airplane. One just watching it at home. I
haven't seen it yet.
Don't you have it on DVD?
Well, yeah. I was just at I think I told you how I got it. I got it at a thrift store, or not a thrift store. It was a garage sale. It was the last day of the garage sale, so I went there, and they had a bunch of movies for like $1. That's how I got most of it. That's how I have the first job. That's how I got Holy Grail, actually, and they were in pristine condition too.
I remember when you got me The Princess Bride from Goodwill.
Oh yeah.
And then it turns out, first the disc was scratched. Second, it wasn't The Princess Bride. It was Oz, the Great and Powerful.
Damn. Oh, real drama.
And third, I'm pretty sure I traded you my Cowboy Bebop movie for that shit. You're lucky I don't steal it. You're lucky I don't steal it back. Gonna put the Oz and Great and Powerful shit in the Cowboy Bebop case. It's not even like an official case.
It's probably like piracy. Like
Maybe.
Genuine bootleg. I would not.
Actually, no. I think it is like an official one. It's just I also got that one secondhand, but I got it from a comic convention. You know, a reputable source, not Goodwill.
I checked, okay, and last time
You checked? Yeah. You should get your eyes checked.
Well, you know what? I got an appointment this on Wednesday, so you know. Oh, by the way, my name's I'm the ambassador. I'm the guy in purple.
And I'm Mr. Weirdface, the one who's fired up about getting Oz the Great and Powerful, which anyone would be.
Yeah, makes sense. But either way, right? So, the title is a little bit clickbait, but we are going to do it. And the way it's clickbait is because I want you to watch. I want y'all to watch this shit, okay? Please. Please, I want y'all to watch it, please.
Oh, God.
Hey, I'm not.
Is this what we're reduced to?
Either way, right?
Begging.
Yes. Please, please, please. Watch my shit. Listen, I've seen what else I have. Like, other shit. We probably shouldn't do this while there's children in the fucking building, but oh well.
Eh. The door's locked in a minute.
Quite lovely. Quite lovely. So, yeah. Hopefully I spelled Heimer right. But then again, that would be part of posting Cringe, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, we are definitely going to be reviewing the Barbie movie. As well as, Oppenheimer, as the description says.
Yes, first we are going to review a classic, masterful work of cinema. And then we're going to review Oppenheimer.
I swear, if people would have saw that joke coming from a mile away. Like, seriously, I think...
Almost as clearly as they could see the bomb explode.
Alright.
At the testing site. I like anime.
I mean, okay. Listen, I don't hate the Japanese. I love anime. and I love Japanese porn.
Marcel, how offensive. It's called hentai. At the very least, respect them enough to use their words.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, hentai? That's anime porn.
Oh, okay.
God, we are definitely, well, Mr.
How far are we in?
Let's see here. About a couple of minutes.
A couple of minutes in, already we are 420 creators suggested.
Yeah, I gotta like those YouTuber analytic bullshit things.
Nice. But yeah, we're already in.
Yeah, that was like 4 minutes.
Did that.
And we're already making some very tasteless jokes.
Like the Grimace Shake. My homemade Grimace Shake. I put about like a teaspoon each of vanilla extract and maybe like 2 teaspoons of strawberry extract into mine. Almost tasted like an adult Grimace shake.
Well, usually booze in that, and that'll actually make people happy.
Yeah.
Especially children.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought, why don't I give my niece and nephew a taste of what this is? But then I quickly thought, no, they'll actually fall over, like, for real, not like a meme reel.
Yeah, okay. So, Barbie, the movie. I think overall we really enjoyed it. So, but we have some notes here, which I know that makes me sound like a nerd.
I listened to Barbie Girl for an entire hour after.
Unironically?
Unironically. Okay, somewhat ironically. It was more like 30 minutes.
I think the best thing about Barbie, right, like what I've considered about the Barbie movie is just its writing. I found it like weirdly like it's a very smart movie, very clever.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I know that this is already not to get political, but I already noticed that a lot of people who tend to hate a lot of woke movies are already kind of bashing this movie for quote unquote shoving it down the throat. But the thing is, it's like I feel like the messaging, kind of how ham-fisted it was, made sense with the Barbie brand, or with a Barbie movie, just because that's kind of the whole point of like Barbie for the last, I would argue, decade, or even decades, since like at least the 2000s, about like women empowerment.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's kind of how I
they
see.
even wove that into the story itself.
Yeah, that's literally kind of the point. It's like,
and amazingly made it the conflict.
Yeah, and ironically enough, like the whole point should be that. And I know some people have already called it like a male bashing movie, which is kind of ironic because let's be real, best character in the movie, Alan.
Yeah.
But also Ken.
And then Barbie close second.
Yeah.
Close third.
At least for me. What about you?
No, for me, I did think like Barbie herself stood out as far as like the characters went. Although again, almost tied with Alan.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I feel like, most of the characters do kind of play very well. Mm-hmm. None of them are, I would say, bad characters. They do feel more like just side characters for Barbie.
No, I get it. Like, and like the cast has been really good. Like Margot Robbie, I think she really pulls off like being what they end up calling the stereotypical Barbie.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean Ryan Gosling. Listen, if
people have been calling him a Ken doll since people saw him.
Since people saw him.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say I feel like most people call him again. At least didn't like him when he played Green Lantern, but he redeemed himself with Deadpool. Yeah, that's Ryan Gosling.
I don't know if you're joking or not.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I think you're joking, right?
Yeah, no, Ryan Gosling. Isn't he the guy from, like, Deadpool?
Yep. Also, I think he's new owner of Mint Mobile.
Okay, actually, are you fucking with me, or did I actually get the guy wrong?
You actually got the guy. You actually thought Ryan Gosling played Deadpool.
Okay, I think I'm mistaking my Ryans then.
Ryan Reynolds basically built his current career for the last decade on Deadpool.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling is such a good Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
Understandable?
Okay, never mind that. Extract my last statements, okay? You know what, just watch. I'm gonna look up the two, and they don't even look similar, even for white people. Which, I just know something to say. Now, imagine if he said, motherfucking, I don't know, Chadwick Boseman and, mistake Chadwick Boseman and,
Phil Lamar.
Okay, that's a bit. I was gonna go with someone like who's a current like live action actor right now. I mean,
yeah, Phil Lamar's been in live action stuff.
That is true. Okay, never mind. Yeah, there we go. We'll go with that because I am actually blanking on the name, even though it's like Daniel Kaluuya.
Okay.
Which I don't even know if I got his name right.
I think you did.
Okay.
Yeah, you would have been called racist, and you know what? You're racist for confusing those two too. Although you're not, because they have the same first name.
Yeah,
Listen,
honestly.
so many Ryans.
Yeah, there's a lot of Ryans and Seths in Hollywood, huh?
Ryans, Crits, Seths.
God damn.
Christians.
Say what you want about a lot of the female actors, but at least they all have different names.
Mostly. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, but mostly you have them. Like Rep, you got one named Rebel, you got one named Margot, got one named Melissa.
Got one named Sandra.
Okay, maybe there's a couple of Sandras, but that's beside the point.
Yeah. A lot of white lady names.
Yeah.
Susan, Karen, Abigail.
Whatever.
Nicole.
Either way, the cast was really good. Like, I think once again, Michael Cera, great Alan. I don't know if that's a spoiler, but whatever. I mean, it's literally been like the week. Literally, it's been 2 days since Barbie, or at least 2 nights that Barbie has been playing. So who cares?
And what a night has it been? I mean, we were kind of talking about, hey, Elemental, good for it. It's kind of getting a comeback from its bad opening. Ruby Gillman. People know about it. But no, this is like the blockbuster smash opening that people want the blockbusters to be.
The closest one so far has been, I would argue, Spider-Verse, but that's only just because it came out like very in the beginning of June. But I'll be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if most people are just like, "Yeah, fuck it, Spider-Verse is still out. You want to watch it?"
Yeah. Although I kind of feel like, how should I say, Spider-Verse was almost a given just because of how good the first one was. And people wanted to know what was going to happen in the sequel. And I swear to God, why are so many people surprised about the cliffhanger ending? I swear, when they first announced it, didn't they say it was a part 1?
Yeah, but people are stupid.
Forgetful, I'll give them that. But come on.
Yeah.
They set you up already that it wasn't going to be a complete story.
You know what else made Spider-Verse really good, as well as Barbie?
Mm-hmm.
It's music.
Yeah.
Okay, that was like a piss poor segue. It's like,
well, to be fair, we are getting off track so easily. First, it was with what was it?
Ryan's.
No, from the very first joke we put on here.
Yeah, we were speedrunning tastelessness.
Yeah, I told them about how you scammed me out of.
Well, I didn't intentionally scam you.
Beatball. Marcel, your I remember. I was trying to give you a fair deal on our movie trades. But no, you didn't want to give me any of the good ones you had. Me, I had something you actually wanted. Something you were willing to trade your stuff for, but not the good ones. No, you give me the good movies. I'll give you Cat in the Hat.
Man, I just know there's gonna be an Oz the Great and Powerful enjoyer right now. If you're listening,
I actually
stop being one.
Listen, I actually enjoyed Oz the Great and Powerful. Thank you very much. But listen, you said I was gonna get The Princess Bride.
I mean, that is a downgrade. I'll give you that.
Yes, even someone who likes Oz the Great and Powerful, like me, has to admit that it's a downgrade from The Princess Bride.
Yeah, that's true. Rory?
Oh, we were talking about the Barbie movie.
Oh, yeah, okay, so Barbie, yeah, that was a good movie, yeah. Yeah, like I said, the music is really good. Like, there was, some musical elements, and not to spoil anything, well, I don't know if we care about spoilers at this point. But Ken has an amazing, musical number towards the end.
Well, here's the thing. People already knew about Ken's musical number.
That's true.
People knew about Alan M. They knew.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
I would say, maybe a couple things might be spoilers, so...
Yeah, well...
further along the lines, but, we could see whether we want to spoil or not.
Yeah. I guess I already found the public reception interesting, where... Not gonna lie, I just know that, there have been people already calling, man bashing, man hating, whatever. And I just think it's funny because literally literally one of the arcs in the movie was about how Ken should not be Ken nor Barbie should be defined by one and another.
Mm-hmm.
That Ken has to be his own person, and that he shouldn't be expected to be, always be in Barbie's shadow or an accessory to Barbie.
Yeah. Again, maybe it's supposed to be it's Barbie and it's Ken, not it's Barbie and Ken.
Yeah.
Plus, you can almost say that it's a parallel lesson that Barbie has to also learn. Because in the movie, every Barbie pretty much has their own role. It's all empowering. Like, there's the President Barbie, the Doctor Barbie, the Supreme Court Barbie, the Nobel Prize winning Barbie, and stereotypical Barbie. I mean, she's like the main Barbie.
Right.
But along with that comes like kind of the pressures that go into all of those, or more like they can only see themselves in those roles.
Right.
And so Barbie herself has to kind of learn that she is more than just stereotypical Barbie, the same way that Ken is more than just Barbie's boyfriend.
Right.
So I actually think the movie does a good job not just showing that, but also showing how pretty much both sexes do kind of need empowerment. Because, come on, at the beginning of the movie, you can't help but feel bad for the Kens, in a way. Because it does feel like they're just there as props, as, like, things to just prop up the Barbies.
Right.
And then, later on, they kind of get their own sort of self-empowerment, but it's only through, putting others down.
Right.
And then at the end, the conclusion is, like, neither one has to put the other down in order to raise themselves up. They could both raise themselves up together as individuals.
Right.
And honestly, I feel like that is a very good message. I'm honestly glad that this is a movie marketed towards, like, teens who I think would actually benefit from learning to do that. Not knocking each other down, not over empowering themselves or one specific group, but empowering each other and themselves in an equal way.
Exactly. And I think another thing too is I hear a lot of people talking about how why are you bringing all these political messages and themes into a kid's toy or a kid's movie? And it's like, well, I'll dismount to the first one. It's PG-13. Like there's literally a rating for it. If you, it's like people who bring their their children, not their children into Deadpool. Ironically enough, Ryan Reynolds property, or not property, but like Ryan Reynolds movie,
Ryan Reynolds was not in Barbie. Ryan Gosling. Listen, you wanna remember Gosling? Goose. It's like Swan.
What,
Barbie was like no. Goose is like a swan. Barbie had a movie called Barbie and the Swan Princess. That's how you tie it all together.
Mister, that literally made no sense.
Look it up. Look up Barbie and the Swan Lake.
I mean, is that just an adaptation of Swan Lake?
Yeah. But listen, Barbie had an adaptation of Swan Lake. Ryan Reynolds did not. That's how you remember Ryan Reynolds was not in Barbie.
Okay, jeez.
Well, you're the one bringing him in. Listen, Ryan Reynolds is a fine actor. You know what? He was able to bring back a dead character after, who was it? Fox ruined it for him. He was able to bring up his dead career after the Green Lantern ruined it for him.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
So he should not be confused with Ryan Gosling.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay.
And Ryan Gosling, he was good in movies, so he should also not be compared to Ryan Reynolds.
Plus, I gotta remember that Ryan Gosling was the guy. Oh, I actually, okay, I know this is gonna make me sound like the Kens when they rebelled.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta remember Ryan Gosling was the guy in Drive.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Obnoxious movies boyfriends tend to show their girlfriends.
There we go.
Deadpool or como do you say Drive. Both have Ryans.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's gonna correct me, isn't it? It's just like, actually, it was Ryan.
Okay, Gosling was in La La Land.
There we go. Ryan Gosling was in La La Land. I never saw La La Land.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
I see.
Well, it's not like I'm not gonna watch it. If I
okay. So you've watched more Ryan Reynolds movies and less Ryan Gosling movies.
Yeah,
Try
at least
to remember it like that.
Yeah, okay. So far it's 3, and yes, I have seen Green Lantern. We both did, actually. It sucked.
Yeah.
Literally, the best part of that was literally a cameo of the fucking the Pokemon Sapphire game. Or was it Emerald? Or was it Ruby? No, it was Sapphire.
Yeah. Because didn't they name like a character that?
Yeah, Sapphire.
Nice. Honestly, best way to name a superhero, if you ask me. So, going back to what were we casting, acting?
Yeah, the acting was really good. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, they had really good actors there and a great director. Seriously, like Greta Gerwig. I mean, I already know she's gonna be known for this movie, but I also would appreciate if she was also known for other things like Lady Bird and. She's a great director.
I was seeing how long we would last. How long that silence was gonna last. Well, we couldn't even take the time to look up her filmography. You only know she did Lady Bird because I told you.
No, I knew that already. I haven't seen Lady Bird.
But you haven't seen La La Land.
What, did she do that too?
No.
Okay. Well, see, exactly. Wait.
Oh, wait. Let me see her filmography. Oh, she also directed Little Women. By the way, when I looked up Greta Gerwig, it went down to her movies. It highlighted it. Oh my god, what's happening? Google did this whole thing where I went down to her movies, and it did almost like a fireworks display in pink. And the entire thing's in pink now. God,
let me see. Okay, I see it.
Here, want me to do the fireworks?
No, I can believe you. Man, this thing has had a big marketing push. Well, I wouldn't say those fireworks, more sparkles.
Okay, sparkles. Pink sparkles.
Wow,
so Francis Ha. Francis Ha was good.
Oh, yeah. Wait, which kind was he? Or was that a movie?
What kid was Francis Ha?
Yeah, Francis Ha. That sounds like a name.
It is, but it's the name of a movie.
I mean, what's the movie about?
It's about this woman who's working. Okay, let's see. A story that follows a New York woman who doesn't really have an apartment. She apprentices for a dance company, although she's not really a dancer, and throws herself headlong into her dreams. Relatable. You know, if we don't get back on the movie review now, I'm gonna go into more tangents.
Yeah, okay, so movies.
So since we were kind of on this already, Greta Gerwig as the director, I think she did a very good job.
Like, oh yeah, definitely.
Not only with directing the actors, but also with how the movie looked. I know the big part is kind of the Barbie dreamland. And you know what? I'll give them this. They actually did a good job not staying too much in the real world, but letting us kind of enjoy the Dreamland world.
Yeah, because Dreamland looks pretty lit. Although,
well, Barbie Land.
Yeah, because she has a dream house, not a dream. Well,
whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, Barbie Land. It does. It does They do a very interesting thing where they do make it like part of our world, but it's like a different world.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
But it's also has like magical connections to our world. And the thing is, they don't even try to explain the rules. They explain their rules, and that's our explanations.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta take a break real quick. So.
Okay.
Let's see how much of this you could hold. Which honestly, you actually hold this a lot.
Yeah, sure, fine.
You just start doxing us.
Okay, here's where we live. Wow, this mic actually catches a lot more sound than I thought it would. Got the door closing and everything. So, I don't know if Em wanted me to continue with the review or to just bullshit my way through all of this. So, I'm gonna bullshit my way through all of this. Let me see. Let me get my writing portfolio, read some stuff for you guys. See what. I mean, no one's listening to this crap. I'm not giving anyone gold. I'm barely giving fools gold here. Not even sure anyone heard that. I don't have the headphones on. Here we go. This mic catches everything amazingly. I don't have good technology. Em has all the good technology. I'm a goddamn fusion furry. It's like stolen or something. So I'm not anything. Alright. I use my laptop as a free gaming laptop with the worst. What was that? With the worst kind of tech setup. And as far as I'm concerned, my laptop is just a glorified typewriter. So let's see. Oh! Going back in. After looking through my folders, I remember this one story. Because I have a folder here titled Zvoid. If you don't know what Zvoid is, it's the parent company of I don't know what they're calling it, but it's My Story Animated. It's formerly My Story Animated, and that is exactly what they call their channel. So I actually have some history with them. You see, and yeah, this is a story that shows just how big of a fool I am. So, one day I was perusing Indeed to try and find a creative writing job. So you can already imagine, I couldn't find a lot of jobs on there, but I actually was able to find one. It said that they were looking for a script writer for their YouTube videos. So, I had already heard of what My Story Animated was. I kind of knew what it was. Because M's on the shitter because he just put it. He just commented, "Quick plug in your shit." Okay, fine. You're the one that left me alone on here. What else was I supposed to do? Not plug my shit? Look up your shit, man. We're professionals, ain't we? Barely like 30 minutes into this, and you have to take care of that like the rest of us does. Before, after, or during. But anyway, I guess I'll just go back to what the Barbie movie review. And where were we? Greta Gerwig being a really good director. Again, loved the set design. Loved how she incorporated it. Let me think. Okay, I could go into the review, or I could play an off-rhythm beat. I don't have any rhythm. I feel like there was something I wanted to say earlier, but M kept going, and I kind of forgot what it was. Oh, there's our dogs. Hey, Em, if you're watching this, how am I doing? Grimace shake killed my stomach. Good. It's my podcast now. And when you're editing this in limbo, just hey.
I'm back.
Alright, welcome to Mr. Weird Faces podcast. We're reviewing
The Grimace Shake.
Yeah, we're reviewing the Grimace Shake. So what I did, so the reason it messed up M's stomach so bad it killed him was because I found it in a dumpster. Just so you know, they stopped selling the Grimace Shake at the end of June. They threw it out with all the gay stuff, and I found one. I found one behind a Burger King dumpster. I thought if I put like some vanilla extract and strawberry extract, just enough of it, like 2 entire bottles full of each, then it would get rid of like any bacteria. And I think it did. I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing quite fine, actually. Yeah. Okay, so yeah. So I was in the bathroom. I was overhearing what you were talking about. By that I mean I was watching it on the toilet.
Uh-huh.
I was watching our podcast on the toilet, and
you know,
you were bringing up the set design, right?
First off, you think if we ever do get viewers, they're gonna just ask us, why do you guys always bring up the toilet, like the bathroom, with some way? If it's not weird faces burping and farting, it's I'm having to go shitting.
Listen, I have bowels.
I have gas. So
exactly. Listen.
That's the answer.
Also, we're not professionals.
Yeah. Well, you heard me when I was in the bathroom.
Although I did pay like a decent amount for this commission. Though it was meant for edited views, but whatever. Not edited views. More like edited. What do you say? How do you say it? Edited videos. So whatever. You know, shit happens.
Well, just
literally.
Well, I know Greta Gerwig isn't, like, the main person to credit with all the set design. Like, the set designer, the other person that does set designs. The prop department. I don't know if you saw this, but if you looked kind of closely at, like, some of the glasses they were holding, they were, like, uniquely shaped. I actually never had, like, a Barbie stuff, so I don't know if that... I almost want to say I don't know if that's how they actually look in the Barbie Dreamhouse stuff, but honestly, Barbie's whole aesthetic is to make anything they can, like, cutesy, girly stuff.
Right.
Okay, honestly, not even that. Just find the most creative way to do so. So, I don't know if you saw, but the Kens, they were holding, like, a tall kind of champagne glass, but the glass itself was shaped like a heart.
That was cute. Oh, yeah, that was cute.
Mm-hmm.
I was also going to talk about the effects, which I thought were very interesting. Like the small little cartoony effects they do when they're in in Barbie Land, right? Mm-hmm. That's what they call it, right? Barbie Land?
Yeah. It's not... You know what? It doesn't look like CG. It doesn't look hand-drawn. It looks like those visuals they use on the actual Barbie commercials.
Kinda, yeah, actually. I also like how, like, it definitely does the whole plastic stuff, which I know a lot of people really wanted Barbie Girl to be played, and they did like a remix slash like song that like samples it.
Makes me wonder, was it because they really just didn't want to do straight up Barbie Girl because that's what it expected? Did they have like a legal obligation where they could not play Barbie Girl? Because here's the thing, Barbie, Aqua, the guys who made the Barbie Girl song and performed it, have had like drama in the past with Mattel because Mattel did not want them did not like how they were using Barbie in their song, which is fair considering in Aqua's Barbie Girl song, Barbie was pretty much a dumb airheaded bimbo.
To be fair, that's always been the criticism, and that's kind of like it's meant to be like a joke, like more like I don't want to call it a novelty or a joke song, but it is meant to be satire. Yeah. Of what? I don't really know. I mean, you saw the Todd in the Shadows video. Yeah. Did he go into what it was supposed to be satirizing, or at least what the creator said it was meant to be satirizing, or not really?
Let me think. So I think when Aqua was asked about it, well, first off, it wasn't like Aqua was like that was the first time they made sort of like a song about like kid stuff. Mm-hmm. The two first members, they actually did get their career started writing songs for like a kid's movie. And then when they wanted to make like a new song, they actually made a version of the Itsy Bitsy Spider.
Well, that'd be interesting to hear.
Yeah.
Whatever like beat you would use for the Itsy Bitsy Spider.
It's a Euro beat. Yeah, you know what? Check Todd in the Shadows review of it. But you know what? It's probably not even Aqua who would say like, no, you can't just straight up use our song. It would more likely be the record label.
Yeah, record labels. Well, then again, they used a sample of it, which I don't know what that would legally mean.
I think samples have had like legal protection for a while now. And like I think there are some people that have like let's say like ethically. There's issues with it because again, you're using another person's work. Like, yeah, you're kind of
recontextualizing it.
Yeah,
usually.
But at the same time, it's like you're still using their work.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So it's so I don't know if maybe there was a legal gray area where they had to write a new song for it, or if it was more like, listen, that's just so on the nose. And I'll give it this, Barbie. It's interesting. They kind of do what you expect, but they don't do it on the nose.
Yeah. Like, yeah, there's obvious jokes about, like, at Ken's expense, but then it becomes, like, a big part of the movie, like Ken's value. Like, that he has to find value within himself.
He has to get his own house. He's homeless. All the kids are homeless.
Hey, he lives on the beach.
Yeah, he lives on the beach. He sleeps on the sand.
Well, to be fair, there isn't really sand there. Or actually, is there sand? Yeah, there was sand.
Do the Kens eat?
Well, no, the Barbies don't eat either.
Yeah, but I meant, like, do they independently get their own food, or are they just waiting for a See, this is why...
the scraps Barbie have, that's...
but see, yeah... And people say this is a man-bashing movie. Listen, they got their empowerment, and then they understood they let the power get to their heads.
Yeah.
That's as much as I'll go into that.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll kind of just go back to the great acting. There's also parts in it where certain characters would kind of be annoying, like maybe Alan or Ken or even Barbie might have been annoying if they were not written very well and if they were not performed well. And same goes for this one human character. She's like a teenage girl. She doesn't like Barbie. She's what people kind of expect like woke kids to be. But the thing is, at first, well, here's the thing. She does a good job of kind of being irritating at first, but not so much so that you hate her throughout the movie. At least that's how it felt like for me. Like,
All right.
she grows, has her own kind of character development, and because of that, she sort of grows on the audience. So again, usually a character like that in these types of movies, they're kind of be grating, but again, the writing and direction and the acting all worked well to where it was able to walk that fine line on the good side.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I was trying to talk. Yeah, the child wasn't that annoying. The themes and messaging, like I said, they made sense with the movie. And once again, I still find the whole like social media thing a bit baffling, just because it's like, at least what I've been seeing with like, well, people have been kind of dunking on people like Ben Shapiro. Sorry, do you hear it too, right?
Yes. And after listening through the headphones, I realized just how much sound your mic gets. Very nice mic. What kind? What mic is it?
Blue Yeti, but let's not get into that.
Well, Blue Yeti, you pick up great sound. If only it.
Yeah, pay us. Actually, no. You have to pay us before we start sucking your dick. Okay.
Well, here's the thing. Here's some criticism. I just wish you could kind of choose the sound that's coming through.
I mean, I can technically. Like, I could either just have it go through like main channel being here.
Okay, then Blue Yeti is awesome. You don't need to pay us. We'll whore ourselves out to you just for that. At least I won't.
Hey, listen. Listen, I have integrity. I need money.
I don't have integrity. I just want to say that this is a good product.
Whatever.
Listen, it works for us.
Listen, maybe if this gains traction, I could demand Blue Yeti pay us.
Until then, I ain't saying one good thing about any company's products, even if they are good.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. Now you're getting it.
Fine.
Sound like the biggest dick in the world.
Nah, you just sound like a professional.
I'm a professional.
Anyway.
Speaking of... Okay, that was more of a visual joke. Although that was a genuine itch.
For anyone listening, watching, wondering, and was scratching his ass. I don't know if the Blue Yeti caught that. Anyway, so... themes and messaging. We're looking at notes right now. We don't have a script, but we are looking at notes. Actually, I don't know what M's looking at. He's on his phone.
I'm on Twitter. Which, okay, that might say I might be making this worse.
What? So, you can be on Twitter while we're doing this, but I can't be playing my cat games?
Okay, fine. You can play Warrior Cats.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is Let's Play, except you can't see shit.
Yeah. No. This is not a Let's Play. This is a me play. Okay? Let us not play. Let me play while I do this.
Well, to be fair, this was actually... I was looking at the Twitter feed related to... Well, okay, to be fair, I was just trying to look at Twitter to see if I got any impressions.
Mm-hmm. And?
God, that actually sounded a little pathetic.
And just yell into the void. Just do what I do. Yell into the void. Who cares if no one's listening?
Yeah, that's true, honestly.
You're there. You're there. The universe is watching. The universe listens. It listens to all. You don't need to make a mark. You were already there. Your existence was mark enough.
Okay. So, where were we? Oh, yeah. Also, I think we had some fun experiences. Well, actually, some of the only detracting points we had. Because as much praise as we're giving this movie, I do think to some degree there were issues with it. I think an example you brought up, and the more I thought about it, the more I kind of had to agree with you, was the executives, like the Mattel, like, executives parody. Which, to be fair, I actually was impressed that Mattel allowed the amount of, like, criticism of, like, their business model.
I mean, I'll give it as much to them as possible. For me, it was like, first off, they made it so cartoonish that it's not like you can even say they're making fun of themselves.
I
They're
guess
making fun of like they're willing to be kind of like the label for
big corporation.
but that's it.
Okay, that's fair. But also, just I still don't know what the whole point of the box is, other than like symbolism. Like we're gonna put you back in the box.
And she almost wants to go. I think this was kind of an interesting line, like maybe just more to make you think, where she seems to remember the box. Like again, it's both kind of fun, but also somewhat of a frustrating thing if you're into lore. But wondering just how Barbies work in this movie, and what I've seen from like commercials where it's like the girl asking, "Wait, so how is actually all this works?" And Barbie's just like, "Yeah, yeah, it works."
It just works.
That is kind of how the movie kind of works, and I will be fair that's actually I actually prefer that kind of like storytelling where you really don't explain everything that happens in the story, like how everything works in the story. You just allow the story to work for itself.
Yeah.
So I do prefer that over like having to explain everything, but they do make a thing where it's like we are bless you.
Okay, I didn't mute that shit.
It does make this thing where the real world and the Barbie world are connected. When a child plays with Barbies, you kind of like mirror what they're playing as.
Yeah.
But then it makes you think, so is each kind of Barbie an amalgamation of all the girls playing with those Barbies? Or is it just like one specific individual Barbie?
I think it's meant to be like it starts out as an individual Barbie, then starts turning into the amalgamation of the girl.
Yeah, maybe not. Again, they really don't explain it all that much. But I feel like it's an explanation that's not needed. Because they're kind of already working with kind of an absurdist idea that, yeah, this doll has come to life and is roaming around New York City. No, or actually San Francisco, right?
I think it was... I don't...
It said roaming around California.
No, I think it was Los Angeles, because I think Venice Beach is in LA.
Okay. So, roaming around Los Angeles. Humans can go into the Barbie land. I do like the idea. I do like how its approach is. It's already crazy. Why do you want us to explain the crazy?
Yeah, sometimes you just appreciate a movie that's just like we're weird, we're absurd.
Of course, that doesn't mean like all its ideas land. Like again, going back to the box.
I feel like the box and the executives like it was an okay catalyst for her. And like the mother character that would appear later on in the movie. But then it's like, what do you do after that? Like, I would have found it interesting if it's like to some extent, like, you know, they didn't know how to get to Barbie Land, so it's. But you know, like some things could still. I don't know. I feel like they were made more for the gag of doing the corporate stuff rather than like doing it for the movie itself. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess my biggest points with the Mattel execs and why I think they don't work as well is one, they are somewhat presented like in trailers as the villain.
Right.
But then in the actual movie itself, they kind of play like very little part in it. They kind of act like a bridge, but a bridge that keeps coming up. Like the best points I give for them is, okay, the main most important point I give for them is they introduce a very important element into the story that does not have to do with their antagonism. It does not have to do with the corporate or what is it?
I don't know. Patriarchal, yeah.
Messaging. But it does have a very important it's a very important bridge for kind of like the emotional backbone of the story.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And for me, that's their most important role. That and they offer like a little comedic funnies here and there, but that's it. So I do feel like they're kind of like the weakest part of the movie. Do we have another weak part?
I thought the messaging could kind of get annoying. Like, listen, I don't mind the messaging, but when the mother was literally going like, "What it's like to be a woman," this big speech, which did actually get a like small from I'll be honest, literally one character, or sorry, not character, one person in the theater. I mean, I guess you could say one character in the theater did, which because I realize I can't clap because my hands are stuck underneath the damn.
Here, I'll clap for you.
Well, to be fair though, although your hands are visible, you're literally just like fucking W posing. You're doing the lesbian pose, or is it more like this?
Yeah, I'm doing the.
Well, it looks like you're half-assing the YMCA.
I'm doing it was this big. Take that as what you will. I think
it was this big.
It was this big, bro. Bro, you should have seen the fish I saw here. It was this big. Bro, we should not be standing in this swamp. I think there's piranhas. Piranhas this big, bro.
Are they swamp dwelling? I thought they were like river dwelling.
That's why I'm worried, bro.
I mean, to be fair, there are things in the swamp that you should worry about, like not only gators but alligator gars.
Well,
like big ass catfish. Like, believe it or not, catfish could like eat your toe. It could eat your foot.
Yeah, but
and not in the sexy way. Hey,
nah. Listen. An alligator this big isn't threatening. A catfish
this big can actually be a little threatening. Like just a little. Alligator gar.
But if we roll our dice well enough, we could eat the catfish. Piranhas this big are not only dangerous, they might not. Have you seen piranhas? They don't have a lot of meat on their bones.
Yeah, I think they're mostly reserved for teeth.
Yeah. They.
Shut up, Jerry.
We're not going to be able to eat them and have a full meal. Listen, a catfish this big, we're going to be able to eat good.
It's a little gritty though. Like
it's an acquired taste like liver. But a piranha this big, it's not going to be able to satiate us, okay? That's why I'm worried.
Yeah.
That's what I think that means. My pose.
Okay. So yeah, the messaging could get a little heavy-handed, and even like not in the fun way, but more in the kind of in the listen. I know you guys think you're kind of smart, but it's also just like something you kind of, I don't know. In a way, it feels like you want me to go just stand and clap, like that one person did, but
they didn't stand. They did a little.
Yeah. Golf clap. I remember, like, speaking of, like, things that have...
Well, I'm actually going to defend it. Not because of, like, what they're saying itself, but kind of, like... It feels like... kind of to go along with the speech, because the speech is, like, pretty much... A woman has to be a contradiction, but also be this contradicting idea that they have to be simple too.
Okay, that's fair.
And so, that's also kind of what even the speech itself is. Like, it has to be all encompassing. It has to include everything, but it cannot be too complicated because then you're just trying to sound smart, and you can't be too simple because then you don't want to look too dumb, but at the same time, you want to make your message clear. So
Sorry,
people...
my balls don't agree with these messaging.
My balls are in my ears right now, refusing to let me listen to this crap.
Yes, unironically. But yeah, no. Like on a serious note, I got it, and I do think like it is cartoon, like it fits the theme, like it fits the movie because I can kind of actually imagine that like speech be given in like a actual Barbie movie, like you know the
And
one.
it did. It was.
Okay, you know what I mean, like you know like a Barbie movie that's like for, like you know straight to DVD stuff, you know.
Maybe. Yeah. Again, just very clear, very simple, like just straight at your face. Feminism.
Yeah, but that also, I mean, it works. It's just I can understand why some people might find that a little annoying.
No,
I did a little bit.
And again, movies are about entertainment, and if it's something that's kind of bringing down your enjoyment of the movie, then I think it is a valid criticism.
Like I'm fine with someone saying they didn't enjoy the movie, but I will say this though. I feel like the people who were just looking to not like it when they found out it was about, when they start, like I feel like they were gonna not accept it as a movie when like they started talking about, you know, the dolls and whatnot, even though it's meant to be absurd. Or when like Barbie talks about how using feminism she helped helped every woman in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like it's not like I'm one of those guys who's like I hate woke, I hate feminism. I mean, I don't consider myself a feminist, or I mean, I guess maybe woke in the sense that you know I don't even know what the fuck it's supposed to mean. Like I feel like there are injustices in the world and whatnot, and in the United States that pertain to, you know, people's like whatever. I'm not gonna get into that, but I do. But I do feel like the subset of people who are really hating this movie and are kind of,
excuse me,
and I mean actively hating it, not just I didn't enjoy it.
Excuse me.
Oh, thanks for.
I'm sorry, I can't control it.
Okay, to be fair, I did take a shit over there.
Well, over there, you know, it's funny. Over there, in the background we're using, could just mean you just went around the bush.
I mean, I muted the mic, so it's not exactly solidarity.
How dare you? Don't be ashamed of your gas, M.
To be fair, though, that's what.
Allow that?
Well, we're not on Twitch. We're on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing both, but anyway, yeah. Does
No,
YouTube not allow burps?
No, they do. It's just, man, to be. And I know, Ben.
Excuse me.
Yeah, excuse me, but whatever. Like, I don't know. It's the polite thing to do.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that I brought politics to the table.
Yeah, listen, once you bring politics to the table, you can burp, fart, shit, piss, come, vomit, sweat, discombobulate, all you want.
Defenestrate.
Yeah. Masticate.
Wait, what the hell does masticate mean?
Chewing.
Well, I kind of do that unconsciously anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, and you know what's funny too? I feel like a lot of the audience here, and I'm not gonna like stereotype here, but we live in like southern Texas. Like we live like somewhere in the armpit of Texas, okay?
Well, good job doxing us!
That is such a, you know that's how broad that term is.
You know how easy it is to look at a map of Texas?
You know how easy it is to dab on you?
You dab on both of us.
Yeah, whatever. So, either way, so I'm just saying, like, I'm just bringing up our geography. Or not geography, but like our regions and shit, right?
You know what I would say? If I had to put myself in a geographical context?
What?
I would say I'm in the Milky Way galaxy. It's safe. There, people know where we are. They have the context for it.
Well, all I'm just saying is, I'm pretty sure we live in a fairly conservative part of the country, and even then, there were people who were really enjoying it.
Oh yeah, listen again. In this fairly conservative part of the country, someone clapped during the feminist speech.
And to be fair, though, and you know, you know what? I know some people will say, well, maybe it's because that's attracting the crowd. But then it's like, doesn't that imply that there's a crowd for that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think like I said, it's an alright movie. That's it. Like, watching it alright, I actually really enjoyed it.
It's a really good movie. In fact, the only reason it's not great or groundbreaking or masterful is just because it is somewhat being pulled back just by the conventions of what it is, which is like a
Absurdist comedy.
well, I was gonna. There are a bunch of really great absurdist comedy. No, I mean like sorry, is
No, go ahead. Give a very powerful speech.
aesthetically, I would have wanted a 10. But I was at least happy to have it. But now I am relieved to have it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I am super happy I pre-ordered the movie.
Well, I'm happy for you, man.
Yeah. So, Oppenheimer, I never want to forget that movie. So, when it goes out on DVD, I'm getting it. Blu-ray.
Same.
Mm-hmm. And for Barbie, I would actually get that too. Not more. It wouldn't be like a quick thing where, like with Oppenheimer, as soon as I see that on the shelf, I'm getting it. Barbie, if I excuse me, if I'm trying to save money, I might leave that for something to get like a day or two later, or a week or so later. But Oppenheimer, yeah, snatching that shit right up.
Okay. So, yeah, I think that's been our reviews of Barbie and Oppenheimer. Or as...
Look up, pal. This... Okay, well, I'll be honest here. This live stream, it was like 25% movie review, 3/4 bullshit.
Yeah, if we're to be honest. So, yeah.
Bullshit, potty talk, burping...
Oh yeah, at some point...
family kind of interrupting us. But, hey.
And admittedly, like, 1 or 2% arguing about balls. So, you know.
So, you know, quality stuff here.
Exactly. Well, that's been M the Ambassador. And whether you agree with agree with our assessment of these movies, remember...
Hell no. You guys have your heads so far up your asses that... You're practically disappearing on yourselves.
Well, like just remember to tread the comments with peace and love in mind. And be rad. Thank you.
Also, drop a